Eagles fans, we've got some exciting news to discuss that could very well shape the upcoming season. So buckle up as we dive into the recent signing of Marquise Hollywood Brown, who is now officially part of the Philadelphia Eagles. This addition is more than just a name. It represents a strategic shift that could ignite our offensive game. Stick around as we explore how this signing impacts our team and what it could mean for our Super Bowl aspirations. After last season's disappointing wildcard exit, the Eagles clearly needed an offensive spark. Enter Howie Roseman, who has made a move that could revitalize our receiving core. Hollywood Brown is joining the Eagles on a one-year deal, potentially worth up to $6.5 million. This isn't just a transaction, it's a statement. With the echoes of our 40-22 victory over the Chiefs in Super Bowl 59 still fresh in our minds, fans are hungry for redemption after last year's 11-6 record and playoff loss to the 49ers. How many of you felt that sigh of relief when the news broke? Hollywood actually grew up idolizing the Eagles, which adds an emotional layer to this signing. It's a full circle moment for him, and it's clear he's ready to pour his heart into this team. I feel like I haven't played my best ball. I feel like all that is still in front of me. Here in Philly, I'm ready to introduce Hollywood to the city of Philadelphia, he said. This kind of passion is exactly what we need in a player, especially in a city that demands maximum effort every single game. Now, let's talk about the impact of this signing on our offensive strategy. With Hollywood's speed, defenses will have to rethink how they approach us. Under the guidance of new offensive coordinator Sean Mannion, we're moving toward a system that emphasizes motion and mismatches. Opposing teams have loved bracket coverage on A.J. Brown and Devon Smith, but Hollywood's presence will force defenses to respect the deep ball. Can you imagine the kind of space this opens up for our running game? Saquon Barkley could find himself with more room to operate than ever before. This move also addresses a significant gap we had after Jahan Dotson's departure in free agency. Roseman clearly understood the need for a true WR3, and Hollywood brings that to the table with a low-risk, high-reward signing. If our offensive line holds up and the chemistry develops, this receiving unit could become a nightmare for secondaries all winter long. So, what do you think, Eagles Nation? Are we finally seeing the pieces come together for a serious Super Bowl run? The potential is there, and the talent is undeniable. With the right execution, could we dominate the NFC? It's a tantalizing thought, and we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below saying, "Go Philadelphia Eagles," and let us know what you think about the signing. How do you feel about Hollywood joining the squad? Are you excited or cautious? As we head into the season, let's keep the discussion going. What are your expectations for this year? Are you feeling optimistic about our chances? The Eagles have shown they can rise to the occasion, and with players like Hollywood on board, the sky's the limit. And while we're at it, how about sharing your city and your thoughts on the Eagles? Whether you're in Philadelphia or supporting from afar, your voice matters. Let's rally together as a community of passionate Eagles fans and gear up for what promises to be an exhilarating season ahead. So, keep those comments coming and let's stay engaged. This is a pivotal time for our team, and your insights could spark discussions that resonate throughout our fan base. We're all in this together, and our love for the Eagles will only grow stronger as we navigate through the upcoming challenges. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates and analysis as the season unfolds. We're just getting started, and there's a lot more to come. Let's make this a season to remember, Eagles fans. All right, Eagles fans, let's dive into the latest buzz surrounding our beloved Philadelphia Eagles. You won't want to miss this as we're breaking down some exciting free agency moves, potential impacts on our roster, and what it all means for the upcoming season. Stick around, because by the end, you'll have a clearer picture of how our squad is shaping up and what to expect in the near future. Free agency has been buzzing for a couple of weeks now, and while the Eagles took their time initially, they made a significant splash by signing Rick Woolen, the athletic cornerback who just grabbed a Super Bowl ring with the Seahawks. This is a major move for the Eagles, and it signals their commitment to building a competitive roster. Woolen, known for his speed and agility, is expected to fit right into our defensive scheme. Fans, how do you feel about this signing? Do you think he can elevate our secondary and hold his own against top-tier receivers? Besides Woolen, the Eagles have been busy with the tight end position. They've brought in Johnny Munt, Grant Calcaterra, Dallas Goddard, and Stone Smart, showing that they're determined to bolster their offensive options. With Goddard as a key player, the addition of these other tight ends provides depth and flexibility. But here's my question. Are we overloading on tight ends? Shouldn't we focus on finding a solid long-term option rather than just filling the roster with bodies? And let's not forget the new additions on defense with Jonathan Jones and Arnold Ebiketie. Jones, a seasoned cornerback from the Patriots, brings experience to our backfield. Meanwhile, Ebiketie, who struggled last season but has shown promise in the past, could provide valuable depth at linebacker. Can you imagine what this could mean for our pass rush? Will Ebiketie find his footing in our system, or is he just a stopgap solution? With the addition of these players, the Eagles are also making moves in the running back department. They've signed Dameon Pierce, a former fourth-round pick who once looked like a franchise player for the Texans. While his recent stats aren't impressive, there's potential for him to thrive under the Eagles' coaching. If he can return to his rookie form, he could be a great complement to Saquon Barkley. What do you think, fans? Are you excited about the possibility of Pierce being the Thunder to Barkley's Lightning? The wide receiver situation was a bit concerning after the Eagles missed out on Darnell Mooney, but the signing of Hollywood Brown is a breath of fresh air. He chose Philadelphia over the Ravens, and his speed will add a new dimension to our offense. With Jalen Hurts throwing some of the best deep balls in the league, Brown's presence could stretch defenses and open things up for our playmakers. How do you see Brown fitting into the offense? Can he elevate our passing game? Now, let's shift to the defense. The Eagles have made some solid moves to shore up their safety position after trading Sidney Brown. Bringing back Marcus Epps and adding J.T. Gray adds experience and depth to a critical spot. Are we now in a better position at safety than before? It's essential to find that balance between veteran presence and youthful energy, and I'm curious to see how these players will mesh. Looking ahead, it's clear that Howie Roseman has a plan in place, especially with the upcoming 2026 NFL Draft. The recent trades have given the Eagles some extra ammunition, and fans should be excited about the possibilities. What positions do you think the Eagles should prioritize in the draft? Are there any prospects you're particularly excited about? It's also worth noting that the Eagles' cap situation plays a significant role in their free agency strategy. They've spent wisely, and despite signing impactful players, they still have room to maneuver. If additional players become available, it wouldn't be surprising to see Roseman make more moves. What do you think? Is there a specific player you'd love to see in Midnight Green? As we analyze these moves, it's clear that the Eagles are focused on building a competitive roster while maintaining flexibility for the future. The combination of seasoned players and emerging talent could set us up for success in the upcoming season. But with all these changes, how do you feel about the team's direction? Are you optimistic about our chances next season? So, let's get the conversation going. Go Philadelphia Eagles. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What's your take on the recent signings? Which city are you representing? And what do you think about how the Eagles are shaping up for the future? We want to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates and insights on our Eagles. Let's break down the latest on the Philadelphia Eagles and get ready for some exciting discussions. The Eagles are gearing up for an important offseason, aiming for a return to the Super Bowl after a tough wildcard exit last season. We'll dive into their recent moves, the players they've lost, and the new additions that could shape the team's future. So, stay tuned because we have a lot to unpack here. First, let's recap the 2025 season. The Eagles clinched their second straight NFC East title with an 11-6 record, which is impressive, but the bitter taste of falling short in the playoffs lingers. Losing to the San Francisco 49ers in the wild card round, especially by just 4 points, has to be frustrating for fans. It raises questions for all of us. What went wrong? Was it the game plan? Did injuries play a role? Or was it just one of those games where things didn't go our way? Now, turning our attention to the offseason, the Eagles have lost some significant talent, most notably safety Reed Blankenship. Losing a player like him stings, especially considering the impact he had on the defensive side of the ball. However, the Eagles aren't sitting idle. They've made some intriguing signings that could bolster the roster as they look to reclaim their spot at the top. One of the most talked about additions is cornerback Rick Woolen from the Seattle Seahawks. This guy has the potential to be a game changer on defense. Woolen's Pro Bowl experience brings a level of skill and athleticism that could strengthen our secondary. Fans should be excited about what he can bring to the field. How do you feel about this signing? Is he the answer to our defensive needs? Then there's veteran quarterback Andy Dalton. It's always a good idea to have a reliable backup, especially with Jalen Hurts at the helm. Dalton has been around the league long enough to provide stability if needed. The question here is, do you trust Dalton to step in if Hurts goes down? Can he lead the team effectively in a pinch? And let's talk about Marquise Hollywood Brown. This signing has sparked a lot of chatter among fans. After a promising start in Baltimore, Brown didn't quite reach those heights with the Arizona Cardinals or Kansas City Chiefs. However, his potential is still evident. Coming to Philadelphia on a one-year deal at $5 million could be a steal if he finds his rhythm. His speed and ability to stretch the field could open up our offense in ways we haven't seen since the glory days. What do you think? Is he the missing piece we need in the wide receiver core? Now, about the compensation pick situation. With the Eagles signing Brown, they are set to lose a projected sixth-round pick in 2027. But this move also means the Chiefs will gain a seventh-rounder. Some might criticize this as a poor trade-off, but if Brown can produce, it could be worth it for the Eagles. It's all about risk and reward, right? As they look forward, the Eagles are also set to pick at number 23 in the upcoming 2026 NFL Draft. This is a critical moment to build the team for the future. Who should they target with that pick? Are there any specific positions or players you think we should focus on? The draft is always a fun time for speculation and hope. So, Eagles fans, what are your thoughts on these moves? Do you believe the Eagles are on the right path back to the Super Bowl? What do you think about the roster changes and the impact of new signings? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from all of you about your opinions on the Eagles offseason and your expectations for the upcoming season. If you're as passionate about the Eagles as I am, make sure to subscribe for more updates and insights. And don't forget to comment below with your city and what you think about the Eagles' chances this season. Go Philadelphia Eagles!